Well guys, sorry this video is not going the way I'd hoped it would. But this is what I'm going to have to work with uploading tonight for a while. Let's just say this day did not end well. As soon as he got home, things were calm at first. And then when he gets back from doing some business deals, some business crap, pushing himself way too much, he was in one of his damn moods. And instead of keeping his mouth shut till he could get his thoughts straight, he decided to open his mouth, start telling me the employer expects me to pay $63 for the full training. And he gets mad at me for being all frustrated and letting it show in my damn tone of voice here. And excuse my language, guys. I am extremely pissed off. And then he chose to keep on pushing me to look at things his way only, and he wasn't even bothering to look at my own perspective. And he didn't even seem to realize he spoke before he even got his crap together. I even tried to mention that to him. Instead, he chose to start arguing with me that I need to calm down or get out. Rather than let it keep going, I walk out for a while, I come back, I keep my mouth shut and don't say a word to him, only to find out and trying to find ways into my room because I locked myself out. Well, what was my room. And when I come back in to try and force the door open, what do I find? I find him taking crap out. I find him taking the only source of light in the bathroom out. And when I put it back in, he decides to throw a little fit about it. And I try to point out to him that it's either do it in the dark, where you can't see what you're doing, or keep the light in there. But instead, he refused to look at it the way I was trying to point out, because I was speaking for both of us in that. I was speaking for him and myself at that point. And I'm sorry this is looking all gray and everything, guys. Because I forgot I had it in that filter. He decides to start yelling at me, which sets me off to the point of yelling. Then he decides to keep yelling when his grandmother tells him to shut up. Which sets me off even more. And yet, next thing I know, she's threatening to call the cops on me and him. And this is right after he decided he's going to physically attack. He decided to start throwing a punch. And then he just decided to try and do it again when she threatened to call the cops on me over something stupid again, because they can't arrest me since I didn't make any physical action against him at the time. And he comes rushing at me on that ramp, which brings me no choice but to push him back a little, just enough to keep him off of me. And yet I'm the one who needs to be thrown out. I did what I had. When it comes to the physical stuff, I did what I had to. But the yelling, I could not help it. I simply could not help it. He overdid. He just pushed it too far. So at this point, and I hope he ends up watching this. He and I are no longer friends. I have no choice but to cut off contact from him permanently. He has left me no options. And now I have to live my life homeless. All because he couldn't accept that he messed up on something. And she chose to call the cops like it's somehow, like I have more blame in it than I do. You know what, guys? This may be my last video for a very long time. If he doesn't apologize soon, he and I will, this no longer friends thing will continue. Because he and I both owe each other an apology at this point. But he is the one that chose to get physical. I am not going to tolerate this anymore. If he doesn't apologize, he's just wasted his final chance with me. I am not giving him another chance if he screws up on the next one. That's if he follows through with my conditions on this. He will have to help me get my disability and shit. He will have to help me get disability, because the whole seizure thing is a disability. I can't even take my own meds at this point, guys, because he threw me out of the damn house. And his grandmother decided to call the cops on me, and like it's somehow my fault. It's not fully my dang fault. I lost control because he overdid it. And he knows how easy it is for me to lose my temper. But of course she doesn't seem to get that. And now I am homeless. Until something changes with this stupid country. And this means I am likely to get COVID again. I no longer have an official address. So I can't get a job. I'm freaking screwed. And this was all over a stupid light in the bathroom. That it got to this point. A freaking light! And honestly, I hope the cops decide to watch this too. So if you end up watching this, Robbie, go and direct the dang cops to it. Let them hear it from me, the whole story.